Hey, what's going on guys? Welcome to the channel. I'm sorry if you can hear the neighbours currently cutting the grass. I really hope you can't. But anyway, today is episode 1 of itsKibble Talks Watches. So in today's episode, the first episode, what I want to talk about is starting a watch collection. So pretty much what to buy, where to look, how much to spend, information, where to get your information, and defining your taste, all that kind of stuff. That's what I want to go into detail with today. But I just want to let you guys know you can email in your questions. The link is in the description. Anything, email in your collection. There's a specific watch, send a picture, ask for my opinion. Just email in anything, any question, I will cover it in this series. But anyway, let's get into it. So starting a collection, starting a watch collection, it should be something you want to do anyway, right? And you should have already found something like a certain taste that you like, something that really catches your attention. The moment you do that is the moment you should really get into it. So for me personally, my grail watch is an AP Royal Oak. I know, say what you will, but I really like the stainless steel with the blue face. I think it looks beautiful. Not the offshore, but just the plain blue face stainless steel. I think it's a beautiful, simple, elegant watch. And that really got me into looking for watches, not for homages, but for watches with their own personality. Right now I'm wearing this Orient. It's an FD00 Power Reserve. Beautiful watch. There will be a review on it soon. You've got to find a watch that you like. Now, pretty much what to buy. I cannot specifically tell you what to buy, but I can hint you in a way that's going to get you a quality watch at such a cheap price. That then leads on to where to look. The best place to start, in my opinion, although a lot of people won't agree with this, if you're not on a huge budget, the place to go is eBay. 100%. The place to go is eBay. Go vintage. Just be careful. That's where you need to learn the information, which is, for me, I would advise you to go to What You Seek, which is a forum, brilliant forum. I'm always on there posting. The people on there are great, they know their stuff, and they have different sections for different brands. So if you're looking for an Orient and you want to know information on Orient, you can post it on the Orient section, and people who are interested in Orients will reply to you, which is perfect. Also YouTube. YouTube is a resource that is people who are passionate about watches, we need to use more. You know, there's so many great people out there. You've got TGV, you've got Federico, you've got Theo and Harris, even Grobnob. Grobnob knows his stuff, you know what I'm saying? Like, there's, and dare I say, the one and only Archie Luxury. He does know his stuff, but I don't agree with him on any levels, to be totally honest. But anyway, there's people out there who know their stuff, and Theo and Harris is, they know vintage. They 100% know vintage. So they're great to learn your vintage. You've got Federico, he just knows the industry in general. Like, throw him a question, he knows the answer to it pretty much. And then you've got TGV, who's much more of the more modern watches, and then a bit more of the budget as well. Overall, great channel. You know, these people, you will find so much information out on different watches. The watch I'd advise getting into would be probably a Seiko 5, maybe a Citizen Eagle 7, or an Orient 3-star. Now, the reason I say these watches, and they're all Japanese watches around the same era, you're looking at between the 70s, 80s. The reason I say this watch is because it's a great vintage timepiece. All three of them, they're great vintage timepieces. Yes, they're Japanese, but the Japanese make amazing watches at a fraction of the cost. You can't really go wrong. A Seiko 5, you could probably go, well, I had a Seiko 5 which I recently sold. I'll put a picture up on screen. And that watch, I bought for £20 at the start of the year and recently sold it for £51, which means I made £31. I more than doubled my money. At the end of the day, it's a great watch. It had never been serviced, and it was over 40 years old or whatever, and it had never been serviced, and it was still keeping perfect time, you know. That is amazing. I've got a Citizen Eagle 7 right now. I think it's been serviced once in its history, and it's around the same age, keeping perfect time as well. And plus, they have such variations in the way they look. Like right now, I'm trying to get hold of a Citizen Eagle 7. I'll put a picture up on screen. The exact same one I have, apart from it's got a fluted bezel. That's the only difference, but I want to get hold of it, you know. There's these little subtle differences in the different ones that make it such a different watch. You know, you could walk past 50 people who have Citizen Eagle 7s, or maybe not Citizen Eagle 7s, but the Seiko 5s, and I can almost guarantee only 3 of them may be the same. That's it, because there's such variations. And in my Seiko 5 review, I refer to them as, and I'm sure a lot of people don't agree with this, but like the automatic swatches. They're brilliant. The swatch watches have so many different variations. You can find a nice watch no matter what your style is. There'll be a watch there for you. And I like to think of Seiko 5s, Citizen Eagle 7s, and Orient 3-stars as the same. They have such a wide array of different looks, and they're perfect for you to get into because you can look for one you like. You get a quality automatic movement, and in all seriousness, you're looking at between 15 and £50. Can you go wrong? So let me quickly show you my Citizen Eagle 7. Here it is. Let's see if I can get a focus on it. There we go. I don't know if that focused at all, so I'll probably just put some pictures up on screen. But this is my Citizen Eagle 7. I managed to pick this up for £13 on eBay. That suede strap you see on it cost me £10, bringing the total of this watch to £23. And I think it looks beautiful. Honestly, I think it's a great looking watch. It works so well on the wrist. It truly is a beautiful watch. That being said, there's definitely a lot better watches out there. 100%. You could go with a SKX, a Seiko, you know, even the Seiko 5 Sports, the new ones, they're brilliant. They're brilliant watches. But to get into it, I'd say go something simple, something vintage, because then it's got the history behind it. When you've got it on your wrist, you'll be looking at it thinking, this is like older than me. Definitely in my case. It's still working. It's still working. And that amazes me personally. And then you start looking into it, and I think you've just got something that triggers it. If you have a slight interest in watches, get a nice little vintage piece that costs you 20, 30 quid, do some research on it, and I can guarantee you'll fall into this spiral and you'll just get addicted. Sure, if you don't want to get addicted, don't do it, but it's such a beautiful and creative hobby. You know, there's so many watches out there to learn about. The history is just beautiful, really, it honestly is. And I think as far as hobbies go, this is probably one of the best. I'm just looking at my battery right now, it's running quite low, so I'll get to the point. So my advice is get a Seiko, get a Citizen, get an Orient. One of them, get one, any of them, even though I do advise the 5, the Seiko 5, Citizen Eagle 7 or the Orient 3-star. Brilliant watches. Then I'd advise looking on Watch You Seek and YouTube, getting a lot more information about the watch and getting into it through them websites and YouTube. You know, learn your stuff about the watch. Don't spend too much on your first watch to get into collecting, or your first automatic watch. Don't spend too much, because you don't want to spend too much and have no resale value. Go with something that is okay, because then if you decide, hey, this isn't for me, you can sell it like that and probably make actually a bit of profit, like I did. At the end of the day, have fun. It's a hobby. Don't take it too seriously. If someone goes out and buys a homage of a Rolex or even a replica, don't let it affect you. Don't be that person who's going mad at them. Just whatever. Let them deal with their stuff. Deal with your stuff. Enjoy the hobby. That's the most important thing at the end of the day. But thank you all very much for watching. Hope you all enjoyed the video. Hopefully I didn't rant too much, but definitely email in your questions and I'll see you all in the next one, guys. Peace out.